So this is Rea. She just finished up our program. What was it that brought you into our office, Rea?
Well, for the past 3 years, prior to now, I have had excruciating pain in my right foot. And that was because I had surgery in February of 3 years ago on my L4, L5, and S7. They were
S1.
fused. They
Okay.
were fused. And I remember getting out of the hospital bed, and the first step I took, I had excruciating pain. And I did not know what it could be.
And it was in the right foot.
It was in my right foot.
Okay.
I asked the nurses, well, what's the deal here? And they said, oh, it's neuropathy. But I never did have a doctor tell me it was neuropathy.
Okay.
In fact, I went for 2.5 years
Just suffering.
just suffering with it and knowing that it was neuropathy. And people said it was like stepping on broken glass or having 1,000 pins poking
Is that what your feelings were like?
That's what my feelings were like.
Okay. So how did you hear about us?
Well, I went to Harmon's one day, and there was a neighborhood newspaper there on their newsstand.
Oh, okay.
And the caption on the front of the page said something about Dr. Watt and having this neuropathy treatment that was. So anyway, I got the paper and took it home, and then I
came in for an evaluation. So we did an evaluation. We went over everything with you.
Yeah.
What made you decide to do the program? Because it was time, there's effort, there's dollars and cents. What made you feel like, you know, this is worth it, I need to do this?
Well, I think it was because I had thought, well, there must not be. Well, I read a book about a man having amputation on his foot because he had neuropathy.
Oh, okay.
And I thought, oh.
You're like, I don't want to get there.
I don't want to go that route. And so when I came in to see Dr. Watt, he explained it very well to my husband and myself and showed us a video that we saw was very informative. And
so that's what made you decide
I think we decided right on the spot to do it. I don't think we went home and thought about it.
So when we did the evaluation, she had originally a 72% loss of sensation in the right and only a 36% loss in the left. So there was a significant difference for you. Most people don't have that big of a change. You did. Now when we finished the program, she did our basic program, and you finished with a 12% loss on the right. So you jumped dramatically. You went from 72% to 12%. That is incredible. Well, now, the other side it's kind of interesting because you only went from 36 to 22. So you didn't improve as much on the one that was the bad side, but it was the side that was the driving force was improved dramatically. So that is incredible.
That's interesting to know.
So what else did we do with your treatment?
Well, Dr. Watt took a very extensive blood test.
Okay.
And the results on that, I don't really know what they were, but they seemed to be that he thought that they needed a big change in my body chemistry.
Right.
And so he put me on a very rigid diet.
Right.
And that was to cleanse all the toxins and the inflammation from my body.
And did you lose weight with that?
I lost 13 pounds.
Awesome. Yeah, most people usually do. Yeah.
I was able to keep 10 off still. But,
okay, good.
But I think I could have done better if I had been a little better patient, but Dr. Watt was very patient.
Okay, so we did some metabolic work with you as well, and then we also did decompression with you, right?
Right.
So if you recall from her first statement, she feels like she got this because of a back surgery. So tell us a little bit about what was happening with your back and what we did for that.
Well, I had for years quite a bit of pain in my back, and when I had an examination or x-rays, MRI and whatnot, it showed that I needed fusions. And
that's what they told you?
Yeah, and I had stenosis, and that would take care of.
Now, did it though?
Well, it did, and they put in 6 pins in my back, and then I was having quite a bit of pain in my back, so when I went back in for my follow-up treatment, they took an x-ray and they said, well, this is why you're having problems. 3 of the pins had come loose. so they did surgery again.
Did they do those for free?
No.
Oh, okay.
Medicare paid for it, I guess.
Well, we all paid for it then, right?
Right. You paid for it. And
but you still had back issues going on.
I did.
And then, so what we did is we actually did decompression with you as well. So we were doing decompression at the same time. And what happened with your low back pain?
Well, it sometimes it would come, and sometimes it would go, and it depended on what I was doing. If I was bending over a little bit, folding clothes, or doing something, it would be painful. And it would be better for quite a while, and then it would flare up. But now it has pretty much gone away.
So since we've done the treatment, we also did decompression, and with that, and so that's dramatically helped your low back as well.
And the reason you gave me the decompression is when I went back for a 6 months checkup, they said there was an L3. I don't know.
L3 herniation or bulge.
Herniation, another disc that had herniated.
And you didn't want to do surgery on that.
I didn't want surgery again.
Right. Now, and we just included that in our treatment. You weren't charged any additional
That's
extra,
what you
right?
said,
Yeah, we didn't charge her anything extra for that. You know, I've said it before on other testimonials. If a patient's in here and we're working with them, if there's other things we can do to help benefit their life, we're going to do that, and it's part of the. You know, we just throw it in as part of our program. You know, and the reason is because I'm about helping the patient as much as we can. So, is there anything? So, let's go back to your feet pain. Do you have any more feet pain at all?
Yes, I must say that there is some pain.
Okay.
You know, it's uncomfortable. It isn't the sharp
shooting pains
that it used to be. Once in a while I'll feel a little electric shock there, but not like it was.
How much better would you say it is from when you first came in?
Probably 80%.
80%, you know, and honestly, with people, I mean, with the numbers that you had, especially on that 1 foot, if people get 50% better, that's a huge win. That's a huge win. So to be 80% better for that, to be probably what 90% better at least on the low back,
Oh, yes.
you know, so that's a huge win. Very much worth what you did. Now you spent some time, you spent some effort, you spent dollars and cents to do it. Was it worth it?
I can say yes. You know, what price would you put on not having pain in your foot, or what price would you put not having, knowing that you probably wouldn't have to have it amputated or be crippled? I don't think you can put a price on that. So I am very grateful that I came in, and I'm very grateful for what you did, that you found this Hacomed,
yeah.
Hacomed machine,
Yeah.
that you were able to put the electrodes on my foot and hook it to the machine, and whatever it did, it seemed to work.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. And she was a great patient. She was always a pleasure to have in the office. Thank you so much for coming back in. We finished up the her treatment, and I asked her to do this video, and she wanted to come in a different day so she could be all prepped and beautiful. And you look beautiful. So
I can imagine what the film was going to show. You got to show it to me.
So thank you very much. I appreciate your time and coming in. All right.
Oh.
Bye-bye.